Alright, so took a break, read a chapter in a book, had some water, did some sit-ups. I'm recharged. Took a break, feeling fresh, ready to get back at it. So, on this element, we will be covering these energy crescents. Of all the stuff on here, the energy crescents is I had the most fun with it. It was a pretty organic process. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and I just sort of, went along until I got something. And so really, it turned out to be a happy accident with the rotation of they start out on different angles, and then they parallelize to the ground, and it explodes. And that was just, I was like, okay, that's kind of neat. And I stumbled across that by accident. And I decided to roll with it. And so the same deal, they speed up, and it's a three-part process. So if we check the nuke comp, I have it here. So there is the first element. So this is the energy crests. And then here is, it's RGB, so I'm splitting out the negative channels, -1. And so that's the energy crest core. And here is the energy crest right here. So this is more of a looser, and it has a shader on it too, like a RGB shader. So that looks like that, and so I made them pretty glowy. And I also have electricity on them, and that's these guys right here. And so these are the elements that I will be taking a look at. And so we put it all together, and we get some cool stuff. Oh, and then I put gas on it too, and gas particles. So the 1, 2, 3. So I got the elements, the energy crests as an element, the electricity, and then the gas and gas particles. So there's 3 things in there. Those 3 things are made up of a bunch: dominant, subdominant, and accent. So the crests would be the dominant shape, electricity is the accent, and the gas is the accent, the electricity is the subdominant shape. So let's hop on over to Houdini and check out the crescents, energy crests. See these. So same deal. I start from the impact particles. You know what? Takes will get you every time. There you go. Perfect example. So here's the impact particles, and so these are the ones, the same ones that drive the energy balls. And I guess I'm not using that. I should cut that out. I map the life, and then I copy on these guys. And so to make these crescents, I have a half circle. I resample it, transform it, and there's to have it rotate, to spin, so it spins. I carve out the bad normal because I compute the normals. Trail length, the P scale. So this is also a little bit different. This has a different length, and it also has this thresh. So they grow. These crescents grow as they age. So they start small and then they grow. And then here is the I think it's I'm making UVs on this specific thing. I can't label it UV, so I have UUV. So I have attribute that goes around, and then I have an attribute that goes along the curve. And so that's right here. And I make this thing. So I copy some circles to it, I skin it, I have my geometry, I put my P scale on it, and I set my UV attributes, which I inherited from the top there. And then I copy it onto each one. And so there's a fair amount of stuff. This was one of the more complicated copies that I've done, but it shows you really what Houdini can do. And here's the velocity. And then I add some turbulence on it, just on the noise. What this did is this just motion blurred them just a little bit different. And so I'm setting the velocity explicitly so they blur along their rotation curve. They don't do this deformation blur because they really smudge too much. And it was really, really weird, and I didn't like it at all. And so that's pretty much what I did. So there is the crescent, and I have this experimental sim here as well, but I believe I do that somewhere else. Probably crescent gas is where I continue it. So that was the crescents, and so it was. We'll go here. We'll go adjust spin. And then the normal right here. Yeah, so then this is the orient. So this flattens them out. Whoop. That was weird. Don't name it orient. It breaks. And so that orient attribute, it starts out random and then it levels out. So that basically, that orient attribute rotates the spinning curve. So the spinning curve is that guy. And so that rotates around the y-axis. And then so then again I rotate it for this from this guy. So let's make that so that levels them out. Okay, cool. So this is, we hit 7 minutes on this. Thanks for watching.